Xin chào tất cả các bạn, đây là phần thứ 2 của nói chuyện của tôi ở Hanoi Entrepreneurs Community. Bây giờ bạn sẽ xem section Q&A khi tôi trả lời các câu hỏi của người. Tôi mong các bạn xem video này. Ok, bắt đầu đi!
Hello everyone, we have real Adam in the house and we are in Hanoi Entrepreneurs Community. We meet every month, 2 times, and he's real. We can touch him. There's an app that you can do like next to each other, but it's real. And today the topic is about how can we approach 2021 differently so we can make the best out of it. And we had a very good question, right? So nowadays we need to have more kind of mindset and skills to really master what we do. Somehow we can live with machine and all the kind of technology. So how can human master it and make the best out of it? And Adam is sharing some skills. So I asked him to hold on so he can share.
Yeah, basically, as you mentioned, the machine can learn faster than we and can do some things better than we do. Yeah. And then first off, the main skill, what I would recommend it, is the skill of learning. How to learn efficiently, how to put as little time as possible and acquire the biggest knowledge as possible, yeah? Then this would be number one, because let's say you are 27 years old, 30 years old, and you need to competitive with people who begin when they're 18, yeah? And they already have 10 years to acquire so much knowledge, and you're just starting now. Then to compete with those people is extremely difficult. Then if we find a way, if we find a special skill, a special system like NLP, yeah, and neuro-linguistic programming can help us find the special way which is suitable with us to study and use it to like learn quicker, yeah, do the speed reading course and things like that. Because knowledge is extremely important, and this will be number one thing. In the future, if you meet some business partner and they quickly can find out that you have no idea what you're talking about, then you can forget about the business, yeah? And then you need to be like, you need to know a lot of things, yeah? The knowledge, number one. Second thing, the most important, control your emotion.
Quite emotionally right now.
Yes, for example, you come to this kind of meeting, you know how to make yourself exciting. Yeah, even if you're tired, even if you work 10 hours today, yeah, even if you had 5 meetings, yeah, or whatever happened, yeah, you promise to come here, add the value to people, you cannot come.
You're tired?
No,
So I think you were tired, but you did so well in changing your stage.
Yes, exactly, changing the state and controlling the emotion and just in the right moment use the right emotion. Yeah.
So how can you do it? You said you generate it or?
First of all, a habit of meditation. Seriously, 3 times a day, meditation in the morning, after wake up, after afternoon. I don't take nap, I meditate for 30 minutes. Yeah, I replace nap with the meditation and before the sleep. It's also a good time during the meditation to do visualization for your goal, which give you like, imagine you wake up.
Dopamine, right? Dopamine.
Exactly. You wake up, yeah, and you close your eyes and you see like your dream house or your dream company or your children, whatever you dream about, and you're like, okay, let's do it, yeah.
That is actually like based on science, right? Because our mind doesn't know the differences between reality and what we imagine. But for sure, we need to act upon that. Otherwise, it's a stay here forever. So, morning, like anyone try, you wake up and you actually think about how the day will happen. You overcome the tiredness, and then you even think about the solution. And the mind thing is true, and that's why when you face it, you get angry, but you already know, when I get angry, I'm gonna take a deep breath, and that actually happens in real life. So powerful.
Yes. Then another skill, be able to create your habits. We are creature of the habits. We do most of the things automatically, which are our habits. First of all, notice them. Yeah? Know which are suitable with you, which are good for you. Then learn how to replace them. There is a special way. There are books on this subject.
My book, right? 30 Days Changing Habits. Just kidding. That's the market for my book.
Like, try. This is a very important skill. Yeah.
How do you do that in your case?
First of all, noticing bad habit. Yeah. Let's say I just recorded a movie about this, but let's say now bad habit is using social media for entertainment. Yeah, in my opinion, social media is for work, only for business. Yeah, it's not for entertaining myself. Yeah, and I start catching myself that I'm looking this because I'm watching some crazy stuff like cats sleeping on the tree or wherever.
Yeah, my friend, I watch TikTok until 3 a.m. So, only 3 a.m. So yeah.
This is very addictive. Yeah. Then okay, I said it's no more. Then first thing what I need to do, I need to find the trigger starter. And my starter is reach the phone, yeah? Okay, I know it's the starter. Then when I know I start the habit, first I think I need to stop the habit and say, oh, I'm good, you notice this. Give an award for myself, yeah? Create a dopamine.
So you're talking about the 3 R of the habit, let's say the R of somebody will go trigger, somebody will reminder, and then the routine, and then the reward. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
In the book, The Power of Habit.
Power of Charles Looking, yeah? Yes, exactly. That I using the method from that book, and it's powerful. And guys, I had a very bad habit. I was biting my nails for 20-something years. It was just crazy, yeah. And my nails looked terrible, and I was ashamed to go. Yeah, it's alright now. But it was so difficult, yeah. And I used the method from the book, and it's working.
Wow, powerful.
Yeah.
So what would be the habit that you challenge us to do in 2021? You are right, like habits, that's something we do over and over again. Who we meet, how we eat, what we drink, we create what we have, and that's why we can create the habits before habits create our life. So what would be your recommendation?
Number one, I would recommend sport. Yeah, this will bring you the biggest result, because if you feel tired, if you eat not right, yeah, sport and diet connect together, yeah. You will not have energy, you will not be able to think clear, yeah. Then, when I was starting, yeah, I was very fat before. I was 116 kilo. I was huge.
Really?
Yeah.
We never seen that.
I saw the photos.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you send me the
So
information about the picture, I
You
just
see
got the
when
information.
on Facebook to find the best picture.
I was big, yeah.
I tried to find the picture to put on the camera.
Yes. And then first thing what I had to do, it was change my body. Yeah. It's helped me to think clear, to have more energy. And then when I had energy, when I was motivated, like happy, and not feeling happy.
Wow. I cannot emphasize on it more. And actually, we had an interview with a friend, and he said like, I'm gonna do it until I feel pain. So he asked all the students to do the plank for 3 minutes. They all only could do 30 seconds. And then he said, no, you can do 3 minutes, and you have to feel the pain, because only when your body can overcome the fear and the limit, then your mind can do that. So every single day, he said like his hand looked very like crazy now, because he challenged himself to do up to maybe even 11 minutes now for the plank. So maybe you know the guy named David Goldman. He even talked about the theory of cannot hurt me. So like we're gonna make ourselves feel the pain, the physical pain, and we overcome that. The mental health will be stronger. Wow. But it doesn't mean that the way of everyone, because there's a lot of other ways. A lot of people may not use that way, but they use the way of the meditation and the mind. But for me, I think that also works, like when the body changes, the mind also gets stronger.
I think there is one magic thing about this, because when you overcome something, you start believing in yourself. This is really important, and you say, okay, I could do it, then I can do another stuff, yeah. It's impossible. You start believing in yourself.
Thank you. So what will be another habit?
We have the learning, we have meditation, we have the sport. Reading the book in the morning, yeah, this is another. In the morning, my brain actually, it's the most focused, the highest. I can get as much as possible from 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Then every morning I spend 1 hour reading.
Yeah. And another hobby is to network, coming to Hanoi Entrepreneurs Community. I always end the video like that. So actually, I will ask some kind of question. Maybe you can share your most favorite book for us in 2021. You think that we should check it out, or maybe one kind of network or community, even online, that you think can have people to leverage on their channel.
For the book, yeah, it's just beginning of the year. I had a chance to read few books, but if you're interested in online marketing, then Russell Brunson, he released his new book, Traffic Expert, and also his .com Expert, and the other book. There are three of them. They're amazing. My number one book generally is Anthony Robbins, and if you haven't read Release the Giant Within, then this is
Awaken.
Sorry. And then this is must read. And then what was the second part? Sorry, of the question.
One community that you have a mastermind. So what about people? If we have friends that come to Vietnam, and thank you for finding us. We're thankful for that. For 5 weeks you find us. Adam, after 3 years you find us. So what would be your recommendation? Maybe check out if you come here.
Yes, it's quite personal thing because wherever you like. Yeah, I join all the government and from embassy, VCCI, and all of those governments. Or Europe, the Euro Chamber and things like that. I join all of them because this is what I like, yeah. But maybe somebody like other stuff.
But it would be nice to check out, right? You know VCCI, very nice place.
He got friends in embassy, so
so your girlfriend is from the UK embassy. So UK embassy also organized different events with KPMG recently. They do one really good event. And
there is a lot of events, especially from the Vietnamese government, and we live in capital. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on here. Seriously, a lot.
Thank you, everyone, and I believe you made it through 2020 and 2021. You make the best out of it. And Adam, thank you for sharing with us your inspiring story.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk with you.
thank you.
Okay. How do you feel?
Feel hot.